before the storm. That brief, quiet moment when greatness waits in the wings, and success is still just an idea. That's when champions awaken. Now, everyone can play the game, but who's the best of us? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Are you ready? This race began as 20 teams with 20 dreams, each dashing and driving toward the same finish line. Philadelphia, the grand finals.
No way! Did not stop it! They keep the dream alive!
Philadelphia has plenty of brotherly love to go around, but it ain't free. You want respect in this town? You're gonna have to earn it. The grand finals. The best will rise, and a new champion will be born.
And I couldn't be more excited to be here because today we will make history one more time, and it's because of you, amazing people, and everyone watching at home, live on Twitch, live on ABC. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, while I love each and every one of you, I know what we are here to see, the best grand finals possible. We have two of the best teams that are about to take this stage. So how about we go out and bring out our first team. Ladies and gentlemen, with music by the legendary Tiesto, this is the San Francisco Shock!
Yo, this is fucking hype. Bring up Striker's hand. Come on. Drama.
You either get the shirt or the chain. You can't have both.
Right now in this meta.
Yeah, but he's like, isn't he Australian?
Rocket punch kills and take
He's different
players
rules.
with ease. And I think
I don't care what it is.
Either of these players for their respective teams have
He's a bloody
great
handsome
match
cunt.
today. If they don't, their teams are really going to struggle because a lot of it's dictated on how aggressive the Doomfist is, picking up kills. You see Sinatra right there, just picking up 3 with a Meteor Strike. But being able to slow him down is going to be key for Vancouver. They cannot allow him to just run rampant on their back line.
2019 MVP versus
damn, he's bragging in that highlight.
2019 Rookie of the Year, but make no mistake, there's plenty of youth to go around between these two. Haxal dominating
That Anubis
when it comes
one was
to
good,
final
though.
blows.
That was
He's
clean.
involved in so many of these fights. And on Sinatra's side of things, he has the fewest deaths per 10 at 6.6. The mastermind Sinatra playing safe,
I can't wait to
efficient,
see
whereas
the
Haxal the Berserker
He has the
going in,
fewest deaths.
causing chaos.
That's among
You look at
DPS
these
though,
two
right?
players,
Because I know
1 and 2
Violet
maybe
like
an
literally
MVP
never
of the
dies.
whole season. Right now, Haxal was that good. He's our Rookie of the Year. They both make All Stars in terms of damage, and you see the
There's
stats
gonna
here
be
at
a
the bottom.
lot
1
of
and 2
players
in
who
damage.
end up
Final blows,
traveling
number
next
1 for
year.
Haxal. Sinatra, fewest deaths. That's big.
I hope they just
No
sweep
doubt
them,
about it.
honestly.
These
That would
two
be
will
hilarious.
definitely be deciding factors here. The
They
Doomfist
randomly
and their
lose to
teams
the rain
will
and
look
then
to
don't
work
lose
around
another
them
map.
and dedicate resources to
narrative.
make sure they can get the job done. Here is your
Dude,
final
they
match
wouldn't
set
have
for
lost
the
to the
year,
rain
presented
if
by
they just
Toyota.
didn't wake up,
And
just
remember, this
didn't get
is
dumb
a
fucking
first
dude.
to 4 series. We begin on Legion
7 a.m.
Tower.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Control
He just got
is a
done
map that
fucking.
Vancouver I know it's been discussed already. They have to win those.
And I think you'll learn a lot from this series how this map 1 goes. If Vancouver is able to come out and win it and keep that control streak going, I think this could be a very close series. But you can always see the shot come in, and they can dominate this map number 1.
Whoa.
Vancouver's pick for map number 2. But they would know in the back of their head, like, okay, we've lost the one game mode that we know we're so dominant on. We've seen what this team has done to every other team up until this point. Could get out of control.
These two teams, they're even
Browns
in the
ran a
head-to-head
triple
map.
option, but
Dead even 11 maps
I've never
apiece.
seen it before.
They've won 2 series each. They've won a stage title each. The head-to-head is locked
I
up,
think
but
there's
it's
an
time
option to hand
to
off,
settle the score.
an option to shovel forward, and then
The
off
line
the
makes
shovel
some
forward
noise,
there's
Wells
an option
Fargo.
to pitch
It's
back.
time to get
That's great.
into the game.
And is it gonna be 60 FPS?
Starting off here early, Sominsu
I feel like it is.
Striker as well.
think
They're
they
just going to
changed something.
teleport their teams out of the spawn to save that speed boost
Probably is,
that'll come
otherwise you
through.
notice.
Does Twilight
I don't
play the
believe you.
Brigitte here? This would be an interesting call, as we have not
Maybe
seen
Philly
Brigitte
has a
really
really
in the
good
playoffs. Right away, seeing the Brig, that tells me Vancouver is a little bit scared of Sinatra's Doomfist
And
coming
you wonder,
in.
Sinatra has to play a bit
Nice.
safer
I
here, but the kills have
jinxed
come out
Violet.
early. It's a trade. Sinatra getting rid of
Sinatra's
Haxel. most
destroying
importantly.
already.
Slime.
Control points getting messy.
There's
And that is
no way
exactly how
there's
you
enough
want to start
healing
this
with Brig
series.
Lucio.
A bold statement from the star of the shock.
And it's also good for Sinatra to get off to a
Alright,
good
we're
start.
putting on
You know, we were
Twilight's point of
laughing
view.
When he walked on stage, like,
But Mike, Brig heals the most
in
in the game.
There's no way this is gonna work. I refuse to believe it.
Especially with Sinatra having a
The
really
only
good
problem
first
is
fight
she
here.
heals everybody, and
Sue
it
able to get away.
sucks.
Sinatra tries to get a rocket punch
Her
connection.
barrier
The Shock
lasts-
playing so
it just
aggressively,
lasted like a
but
quarter of a
Sinatra
second.
already has his meteor strike in
Hey,
the-
look, they're all dead.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, what is it? 300, 250?
200, dude. It's nothing.
But Mitch, you don't see
Jesus.
Brigitte getting
feels really
played a
bad.
ton in the hero that Twilight's playing.
Oh, what do you know?
Because there's
Sinatra
not
got
enough
something. He
healing
used it.
output really with Slime
Oh,
and
look, they did the
Twilight
combo.
together to keep everybody up, especially when, you know, Reaper's barreling down on you. You have two, pretty big beefy tanks. So you take a look at this replay from Sinatra's POV. Uses a meteor strike to stay alive. He gets stunned, but a good
halt.
halt that comes in from Smurf gets him to 3 kills.
Perfect setup there. One of the many ways to make sure meteor strike is good. Gravitic Flux now thrown into the back line, and a coalescence, but Tizzy is out before the
Why
fight
did they
begins,
even wanna
and you know
play
it's
Okay,
already
if it's
done.
possible to have negative value in a
San
hero,
Francisco.
it's this right here.
On a map that is good for Vancouver historically, started a big lead.
That's
It's
a big
55
flux.
to 0.
Okay, he
And
swapped.
like we mentioned,
Shocker.
Vancouver
Why did they think
Thus
this would
far,
work?
Not one, not the
Ah,
first
they
map
just-
anyway.
Yeah,
of
the
each series.
first
I mean,
map,
that
yeah,
means
so
it had to have worked at some
seeing
point
the
in
shot
practice,
kinda
right?
Who's getting
dominate
dominated
right
in
here
practice?
Like this.
by
Definitely got to be
Brig.
scary for the Titans. Now Twilight changes over to Moira. This is a better comp, and Haxel gets the first pick.
Better start, rising up.
Yeah, with as good as Moira is, you can't not
so
play
with the
her.
sound barrier for the shock. They're going to make it costly for Vancouver here.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Supercharger
That
from
was whack.
Smurf is removed. Huxal descends on it with Meteor Strike, and an accretion will claim Choyobin. Matt, the Titans are using a lot of ultimates in this fight, but they have to win here.
And they have to. If you lose this fight, San Francisco would take our first point
think
here
it's gonna
on
work.
control. Which
Sutter
for the
just
map,
comes
if
back
you accrue
and
100%
kills
on each
Reaper.
Point, you would get a point. So
Yeah,
it's
fewest
first
deaths
to
in the
2
league, my
here
ass.
in control, but now you'll be able to come back if you're San Francisco.
punched
in right
there?
Coalescence
Holy
on that
shit.
meteor strike again, and you're going to play around Shoyova. Maybe you can
I would
just
be
hang
so
around and
tilt
poke,
if
get
I
a
was summoned
gravitic
to.
flux, because there's no sound barrier.
Like,
on the
why
other
is he
side to
doing
prevent
that?
from doing tons of damage.
No hurry, but it's going to be a coalescence here from Twilight to begin. Janu with the kinetic grasp, eat up
really
any stray
just
projectiles. Here's the
drop in
gravitic
for the
flux in
one
the
kill.
backside, but Huxal
We
is
only have
already
to win
down.
one
Can
fight,
Janu
and
save
there's
this
3
fight for the
ults.
Titans? It doesn't look good at all. San Francisco bounce back, and Sinatra doubles down.
Nice. That's one
The
round.
cleanup crew has arrived, and San Francisco on the precipice of taking this
think it
first
matters, but it
round.
was really-
96 and counting. The Vancouver Titans map will have to desperately throw themselves into touch.
Yeah, you're going to get a touch here from Janu on the Wrecking Ball. This is just stall right now, as Choyobin does
No
have this
feeling it.
gravitic
Ryan
flux to
Wrecking
use
Ball,
to
baby.
try and put
The
it
combo.
away.
Huxal's down.
Where's
A lot of
Bumper?
damage
Sub him
missing.
in.
Soul Minsu's gonna get
He'll
dropped.
land
He
a
goes
pin.
into the Wraith Walk to avoid the damage. Choyobin won't let him get away though. Tizzy charges on in, but he forgot the horse he rode in on clearly. He won't get away. Choyobin gets 3, and San Francisco look good early here. Supercharger just for celebration. Round 1. San
Oh my god, look at his hand! He
You
fucked
know,
his
and
hand
Vancouver
up!
did not look great for a lot of that point, and you can see here,
Holy
Striker.
cow.
So little bit earlier last week, Striker got in a bit of a
Jesus.
go-karting accident or some kind
Fell off a scooter.
Some kind of scooter. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not hip on all the new scooter technology out there, but it looked like that'd be a pretty fast scooter. But you see his hand, right? His leg is really banged up, so we weren't sure how he was going to look, how he was going to play today, but he's able to get on the stage, put up a good Reaper performance here on our first point.
Looking very good early.
You know, if he couldn't go, you know, they have Rascal and Architect as backups, so I think they were fine.
Good first fight, and those are very important, especially if
There's no way they keep this roster, right?
Map. Out of the gates again we go here.
Who's, I mean, I could see at least 4 of them gone. Like, the team is too good.
We talked about how they were running Brigitte for a lot
Practically
of
the
that
fucking
first
Warriors
point.
of old.
Did not work out. Sinatra, he's been spotted, so he's going to have to go back out to the point with the rest of the team. So the shot.
And there's Sanfran. That's hilarious.
It'll unlock in 10 seconds. So not
The
able to
Oakland
take it
shock.
right away. Vancouver's going to get aggressive coming right around the corner.
Violet's not dead.
Violet goes very low, forced to fade early in the fight. And even Troy Coben needs to hide
Violet
behind the
ever
wall
dead?
for the time being. Smurf to step up to the plate, and Vancouver look a little bit early here. Get rid of Sinatra to start the
And
fight.
they're all
And there
dead,
it is from Haxal. A freebie in the air as he goes for the melee. Vancouver looked much sharper in the early damage trade, Matt.
You see waves of bye to Violet as he flies off the side as that'll be the Titans taking that first point. You can see the effect of Doomfist, and whichever one of these players gets the best of the opposing team today could be the one matchup that decides this. As Haxal's able to get in, connect with 3 players, get a little cheeky with the waves there, gets hit with a rock by Choyobin.
Lucky was able to still get out with rising uppercut, but here come the dueling coalescences. Choyobin's off in the corner, he's a little bit low, he's going to force the meteor
Jesus
strike.
Christ, that was amazing.
What?
Wow.
Incredible!
Spoilers.
The shock gets all by his own hand, and that's the berserk.
Jeez.
This from Haxal's POV, so goes in with the punch. They know they have to operate through this small choke, and look at that halt there from Tizzy. Oh man, what a meteor strike.
San Francisco will be smarting from that one, but there's a game to play.
It was perfect.
Here they push now. Gravitic Flux going to be thrown to the back line, but Sinatra gets Solmins too early on. He's looking for Slime. He'll have him too. Face to face with Tizzy. Very durable. He is sent sky high.
And of course I come back and for some reason all of the Titans are dead.
They can only...
You should be able to hold on through this next fight attempt here from the Titans.
This is going to be a tough one. Vancouver want to get back in that driver's seat. Striker starts close. The Titans respond to the Gravitic Flux now. It's going to be dueling Death Blossoms, but Solminsu's bloomed at just the right time. Sinatra cut down after the fact, and the Titans get through. Both teams spent ultimates to win.
Yeah. It's invested there by San Francisco. They needed to because they need to hold on to that point, try and catch up, but not able to hold
plus
on.
Death
The big
Blossom
difference
versus
is
Death
Slime
Blossom.
has
I
that
think we
sound
know which
barrier.
one's going to win.
Sominsu and Striker both use Death Blossom at the same time. Sominsu a little bit more toughed up
There's also
with that sound barrier
superchargers on
shield.
both sides.
Coalescence is through. Mutual knockdown between Doomfists. Both are able to get out to
Violet's
safety
getting
for now.
nothing out of these ults.
Solminsu plays around the statue, doesn't want to expose himself, but Tizzy got caught out.
Alright, he weakened him up, good. Now just walk him down.
Are menacing towards the point.
Nobody get punched.
Janu Kit, that's a big
There you
punch,
go.
and Sinatra finds the kill. The Titans are close to winning the round though, so the Shock had to win this
They
fight.
gotta win 2
They
fights.
take the point back, but now their margin of error, it's very slim.
Will
Matt.
Moth get
And
beat
you
in
see
time?
Sinatra able to go into the back line, and they ran the Brig earlier.
Violet
which is
just
great
missed
against
the damage
flankers,
orb.
but it's really
That's tight.
Janu's job with those accretions, that Sigma ultimate that can connect with that stun. Right now, Choyobin's sitting at 10 stuns to Janu's 4, so you see Janu really struggling handing these accretions down on
You got it, nice.
Flux though, can he make the difference here? He's waiting for the sound barrier to decay a little bit, and now he lets it down. Oh, Meteor Strike's definitely going to convert the kill on Moth.
Jeez.
Haxal made sure of that. Now
Oh,
the Shock
man.
are very split up, and it's looking dangerous for them here. Sound barrier from Slime late in the fight. Sinatra trying to stay safe, but he's going to get pushed. Nice.
Huge!
Oh
Oh my god!
The Shock have no choice but to fight this. They got to hold on to the point now.
Violet had fade before he ulted, he
Away
didn't
with
use
the
it.
coalescence
He got to
from
like
Violet
15
firing
HP.
off. A brief pause, a moment of respite, but the Titans are ready to reclaim what was theirs. Back to the point, Sinatra is airborne. Striker to the high ground. Death Blossom is available. He's
Okay.
going to go for it. It doesn't work out, but they still get the 1-for-1 trade. Twilight has gone down. A lot of healing missing now from the Titans.
Nice.
Sinatra is
Sinatra's
there.
destroyed.
Okay, while the sun shines. Trade on in.
Sinatra's literally killing everything.
This isn't looking good at all for Vancouver.
Oops.
99% and ticking. Can he touch? Yes. Slime gets on in there. Keeps around going. The rest of the Titans in hot
Right.
pursuit. They're not far away. But
Doomfist shotgun is low-key godlike.
Some stall here. Tizzy and
Yeah,
Janu
whenever
are
they
on the
change to like
scene. Sinatra
the
doesn't
tighter
connect the
pellet
rocket
spread
punch.
and
But
more
he'll wait for
consistent.
Tizzy. Not much he can do with Reinhardt. So
He's
Minsu
fragging.
can't do any better. Joik over to the high ground now. He's going to lay the flux down. They've lost Striker, but still with 5 players. The Shocker favored here.
3 more.
And a sound barrier will really make things easier. Overtime, still being kept alive here. Slime tries to throw himself
15
once
player
more,
kill
but it ain't
streak.
even close to enough.
Doomfist.
Doomfist.
One victory for San Francisco is an ill omen for the Titans. The first map one they've lost since the Blossom is available. He's going to go for it. It doesn't work out, but they still get the 1-for-1 trade. Twilight has gone down. A lot of healing missing now from the Titans, and Sinatra is there to make hay while the sun shines. Trade on in. There's the seismic slam. This isn't looking good at all for Vancouver.
They're about to get swept. Come out with break.
Mr. Matt, thank you very much. Philadelphia, what is up? I am here joined by 2 of the greatest support players in the
Dude,
Overwatch League.
Donut
We got
literally looks like a villain. Like, I'm jealous.
the living legend. Sexiest
He's
man
Harry
in
Potter,
Overwatch
but
League.
Asian and
Mr.
evil.
Rujeo from Seoul Dynasty. And also, we have the 2018 MVP.
Jonax Destiny is
Jonak
Slither.
from NYXL. Jonak, I'm going to start with you. Now, you actually got to play both of these teams during the playoffs, and in your opinion, what makes Vancouver and
This
San Francisco
outfit
so
that what's his
good?
name's wearing
자,
is the
일단
most
조현
Korean
선수부터
thing I've
일단
ever
시작을
seen.
할게요. 조현 선수 중 누가 이길 것
Yo,
같나요?
Jaehyun got a cranium on him.
Coming up will be
They're
Eichenbach. So
already
you see
busting out the
Architect
Bastion,
and
baby.
Rascal both come into the game for the Shock in terms of tanks.
Nick Chubb's
Pretty
got to be the
standard setup.
fastest,
And no
not
Brigitte
fast
this time
guy.
around. No Brigitte at the beginning. We'll see what the Shock decide
Alright,
to do.
I'm gonna have to look for this
Something
run
like
on
a
Twitter
Mara
because they're
could be
slicing
really,
it.
devastating for the Titans. You don't have any hit scan on the other
Dude,
side.
the safety just got
but, Farah,
left in the
you'd be able
dust,
to kinda
dude.
just roll through teams if they
Oh, he
run
didn't
the
get
bars,
touched.
aggressive. So
Oh, okay. That's quite the greeting, and accretion is lobbed in their direction.
So an offensive Bastion here, potentially, for Architect. So Bastion is really good when you get control of the payload. You'd have to take the point, then unlock the payload's potential to make it work, but they're pushing the Titans back with just the amount of damage that Bastion could lay down.
Oh, Sominsu may have got himself a little bit caught out of position there. Architect is trying to reave through the barriers, but there are just too many right now. Here's a reposition. Architect being protected by Trick Open for the most part, and the Titans are playing cat and mouse. Trying to get away from them, and Sominsu gets a little bit too close to the sun, and his wings eclipsed. Rascal wants to try and push
Jehovah
into the
literally
Hudson
just
mode, but
stepped on
took
the
too
Reaper.
much damage early and has to play back. They've lost
I don't know if you guys got to see that.
The Titans have no damage dealers in the fight currently.
Yeah.
He rocked him and he went over and it looked like he just
And, you know, one
curb
of the
stomped him like it was
biggest
Gears of War.
wins for the Shock on control was Choyobin's play.
He held X on that
See him land an
motherfucker.
accretion there on the Tizzy
Whatever
towards the
button
end,
was.
but
Was it Y?
some of
It
the
was
people
Y.
here, some of the people at home, like, why isn't Hacksaw and Somitsu going in that backline being so effective? It's because every time they go in, Choyobin's there landing
always
one of those
just
accretions, a
shotgun
big
them
stun.
personally.
They're able to take
Okay,
those
at this
players
rate,
out.
it looks like Vancouver
That's the
doesn't have a
Shock taking
chance.
the point with ease.
San Francisco bring a composition we just
Like,
don't
they
often
brought in
see
the
on this
specialists, they won it in
map.
one
The
fight
Backstreet
easily,
and the May combined is why
and now they're
Rascal
about to
and
have 6
Architect
ults within the
add
next,
so
like,
much
30
depth
seconds.
to this roster. 6% of team fights, only 6%, but the Shock have been all about
Summon
that.
2's at
And,
36.
the other team that was really about it too is NYXL. This will be the Ant Matrix plus Nano
Tizzy,
Boost.
I don't-
They
if
said
you live
Violet,
through
I'm
this,
almost giving him a
you're
better
dead.
line of sight here.
Oh, he puts him up on the wall. That's where Architect wants to be. Put me in the watchtower, I'm ready. Immortality field is thrown down, so Architect cannot be felled currently. And the
They
Titans
can't
are
kill
trying
him.
to play a close game. They're
This
trying
is
to gum them up
unreal.
with the Shock. They're a snowplow, and the Titans
I've never seen a May
are
wall
scattered.
And
work
the
out
Titans
better.
take that close
Yeah,
fight because
that
they
completely
want to
backfired.
invest, use ultimates. The Shock, they don't really fall for that. I mean, they use just 2, the Ant
This looks
Matrix,
like set play
and
from
they
the
end
Shock
up
right now.
using their nano boost, but they hold on to everything else. Blizzard, Supercharger, Gravitic Flux. The Titans, because these fights have gone so fast, you can see at the top of the screen, they're not really working with much.
Sominsu is the one that has to try and push the payload proper. But Architect and Smurf are causing problems on the high ground.
Okay,
Whoa.
but
Titans can't perch up there, it's too dangerous. Here comes the
Oh,
Blizzard.
man.
A Gravitic Flux also
Melody.
thrown out, and Janu is lifted aloft,
What?
frozen solid in
It's
place.
on Melody.
The nastiest combo from the Shock and the Titans, Matt. They can't do anything
The
about
Titans
it.
look lost!
They have to back up once more.
See, this is at this point. You just type in the chat. Wow, Bastion, really?
Like the whole time is going on. Spur drops the supercharger, just bounces on out.
Please
Goes
don't
over the
randomly.
payload, and this will
Okay,
be
good.
a checkpoint
Oh,
B
fuck.
coming up shortly here for the shot.
Oh, Jano, that's not an MVP play right there.
He was trying to use a gravitic flux map, but he couldn't.
And they're just well, they know they need to make something happen. If you don't dislodge the Bastion from the cart, you're going to see this. I mean, just mowing players down.
This is not
There's been
happening.
better
The
contests.
Vancouver Titans look to be outclassed early here on this defense.
So Blizzard's watching
And
this, right? They
already
know this can't stay in the
the
game.
final stage of the map is
Somebody
unlocked.
needs to be changed.
Into the castle we go.
The tanks,
And now you have both
Baptiste.
another
Hell, even
Anubis
Bastion.
and
Okay, maybe
another
not Bastion.
Matrix to drop for this Bastion. You'd love to take this fight around the corner, like I
what do you
mentioned
even
again, for
do,
the Titans to
though?
stop the payload progress. But you're going to be
take
blowing
Orisa
so
out of the
much
game.
damage at the Bastion
Remove
now.
a shield? Yeah, that's something.
Architect just splits off from Smurf and Rascal, so this is essentially two separate threats from the Shock that have to be
can't have
Axel
two
just
characters.
missed the wall.
That's gonna force a
You
Sound
can't have
to
two
come out for the
characters that
Titans
can
now, but it's not gonna
fight
be
and
enough to
shield
keep
the Bastion
Sound
at the
alive,
same
and Hackstar
time.
didn't fare much better.
Architect just did
Solminsu
so
in
much
the Blizzard,
damage.
Perhaps he can get something done here. He's given that
That was a
nano boost
really
as
good
well.
sleep.
Twilight, after giving his gift to the
He got
Reaper,
nanoed
he is cut down.
and was shooting through.
Another big sleep dart from
Baptiste's
Violet,
ult.
and Solminsu makes an undignified exit from play.
Still lose.
I wonder how much
You're
damage that
looking
is.
to see the Titans bounce back after that control map. That ain't happening now. I mean, the Shock, they've looked so good. That'll be Haxel falling there early.
That's
You're going to be able to
really
round
good
this
at
corner.
Overwatch.
Another Bastion ult, another Orisa ult. That'll be the supercharger looking to put it away.
Rascal pushed forward early, was forced to use the ice block. Good sleep dart on the Architect.
That's a
That
really
shuts down
good
a lot of
sleep.
damage here, but there's still a blizzard
I
in
don't think
play,
it matters,
and
though.
Tizzy got on the wrong side of it. Solminsu will wait in the wings here. He needs to make a huge play right now. He needs to break the deadlock, but Architect is a trapeze artist.
It's a huge brain.
Solminsu, what a rocket!
Okay, well now he's unkillable up here.
And now he sits up here. Who's gonna stop Architect now, Matt?
No.
Oh my god, that you can do that?
Spoiler alert, as he is up on the high ground. That'll be Twilight who lands a sleep dart, but Mitch, they just have to trickle out of the spawn.
Where's the
try
Sigma
and
shield?
prevent the inevitable here.
Hang on for dear life, and I mean that literally.
Fish in a
in this
barrel.
case.
Tizzy
trying
tries
get
to
away with the
stall,
rocket
he just
ball,
starts getting
dribbled up,
frozen.
and Architect, happy as Larry on the high ground, gets boosted up into the roof briefly by a wall, but
That was
San
the freest.
Francisco
Oh my god.
2 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock after their attack. That is quick.
Only 3 kills for the Titans in the first half. A complete domination by the Shock. As we've seen the Titans push to the brink before, not like this. We'll see if they can bounce back on offense.
Why are the Titans so unprepared? Why didn't they mirror match them?
Without compromise on Intel Core i7.
I'm confused.
Omen, the official PC and display of the Overwatch.
They came out with Lucio break
And
first
by
map, so
Zipchair Gaming, the official chair supplier of the Overwatch League.
my stream froze.
A shot on a Rascal in the sky, then he'll
And I watched it on the
Doesn't
TV,
even
and of
take
course
the
they get
shot,
rolled.
goes over to Reaper.
Still on the Ana pick here for Twilight.
I got rolled.
They get
Spot
destroyed.
Rascal, he needs to keep his head down. Twilight definitely has the range
2
to put
second
pressure
support.
on Farah. He needs to heal like crazy. Right now, he is
Janu
giving his teammates
was
like no
destroying.
other. A lot of early
Yeah,
damage.
he's doing
Rascal
pretty
is
good
already
compared to
halfway
his fucking
towards that
first round.
barrage. He's going to have it even earlier this time around. Twilight is actually split from his team, interestingly.
He wants to play a little bit off to the side to be able
He's
to
been
get
found.
all the healing in, but he's the main healer here. He
Oh
lands
my
a
lord!
Bionic grenade in the sky. What?
He keeps himself alive and gets the 1-for-1. Talk about going above and beyond the Call of Duty. Fantastic stuff
Really,
from Twilight.
Haxel?
But the real
You thought
fight
that
has
was gonna
just
work?
gotten underway. Rascal is still in the sky, and the barrage now will announce his entry.
Jesus.
Tizzy is removed, and
You
the
see that
Titans may have
nade?
to regroup here.
No,
They're stuck
the Architect's
in this underground
POV
area. Choice
doesn't
Open might
feel
be their
correct
only way
right
out,
now.
though, and they are pushing him.
It's better
Nice
than the damn
dodge to the
TV though.
accretion. Solminsu's able to avoid it with Wraithwalk, but that is his escape used now.
So
I think I
many
need to watch
players flying
Twilight.
here for the
He's
Shock,
the
but
key.
Titans, they come back on in. A bit more mobility, get back into the fight, but
If Twilight doesn't
just
work,
jump off the side is
I don't know
this
what's
is
gonna
not
happen.
winnable here
He's the
for
key to all of
Titans.
this.
So Janu probably switches on back here for this next fight.
You guys get the
Not gonna play
reference?
Diva. But
Jonu's playing
the
Diva.
Titans ran into
Little
here
Jar Jar
is-
Binks
well,
action.
from Twilight's POV, this is fantastic, right? Able to land that
Oh.
Bionic grenade.
Pretty
much
across
hasn't
the wall
missed
and
the
take out
pharmacy.
Rascal.
But knows the wall's right there. He can use the AoE splash from the grenade.
Right, but he is the main healer for this team. So when he's trying to fight the Pharah,
Jar
they
Jar
don't have
Binks from
enough
my
healing to
memory.
run into the Bastion setup.
That halt slows the Titans down. They are yoinked back, but they're not ready for Seoul Min Soo. Once more, he snuck his way in, but this time
I know he got a clutch kill on
before he
Moth
can make it
when it
dent.
wasn't overtime.
He's going to get that Anubis now. I'm pretty sure San Francisco knows
And then it was a little early.
Choikobin goes for the kinetic grasp to try and stave off the early salvo of damage from the Hellfire shotguns, but it might be go time here. Seoul Min Soo.
Oh, Twilight, you're going to die here, right? Or not.
But he only gets himself one. Rastu's going to come in from the sky, and he gets himself three.
Look at the pocket.
He would be huge.
Ooh.
Brings Architect back into the fight, and Rascal
Nice.
is dominant.
That was insane. This looks impossible to break. I don't know how they fucked up so badly in first defense.
From Rascal is he's up to 45 limbs and
Rascal's
18
fragging.
final blows on this map. As you can hear the music coming. The Titans 15 seconds left to make a play on the point.
You think that sounds ominous? Wait till you hear the shock on the attacking side. The Titans have to find an answer, and they need it now. Brains trust online. Janu gets across the
Nice
gap, but look at
fucking
how split
kill.
they are,
Holy
man.
shit.
This is perfect for Rascal to find kills. Haxal's down. Architect's on top of the wall, but he looks happy. Clearly no drama coming for him.
Pleasure.
Choikobin on point, and Twilight gets sniped out of the back line. That's
Alright,
gonna hurt.
boys, we have 3 minutes to get 55%.
Shotguns, but it might be go time
Nice.
here. Seoul Min Soo, Immortality field down, and here comes the spin, but he only gets himself one. Rastu's going to come in from the sky, and he gets himself three. Another one here would be huge, but Moth brings Architect back into the fight, and Rascal is dominant. Another one here would be huge. Here comes the spin, but he only gets himself one. Rastu, Immortality field down, and here comes the spin, but he only gets himself one.
Shit.
Go time here. Seoul Min Soo, Immortality field down, and here comes the spin.
Rascal was getting Death Blossomed, and he just pressed Q back, and Barrage kills him a little bit faster
Just
than Death Blossom. Just a little bit.
From Twilight's POV, this is... Well, you know, if they run this Bastion again on offense, can't really fight it on the point, right? They
Browns
have to
really
be
beat
the
the brakes off
aggressive
the
team.
Ravens like that, huh?
You saw the shock. They've done a great job playing around this Bastion, protecting them. When the Titans do get aggressive, they're able to keep him alive and win the fight. So let's just see what they decide to run with it. So
Take it, I guess.
Moira, Baptiste, a ton of healing here for the shock immortality build as well.
Both of them
The
in 2 and 2
Titans
now.
still going with this Moira and Ana combination, so 3 different supports on the field. It'll be up to Moth to deploy that immortality field to keep Architect standing.
How come Violet's
Again,
Moira?
this is what we saw earlier on. How much space can the Titans afford to give up here, though, Matt?
Not a lot. I mean, you want to stop this Bastion from getting in,
I don't know.
forcing you into a weird spot playing on the point.
This is about to be the Browns' first
Look at
quality
Seoul Min
win,
Soo.
and I don't think
He
OBJ
can
is
drop
going to have a
back in here
catch.
now, get an assassination. If he gets out alive, it's all gravy. But an immortality field got thrown down here. The Shocker just bunkering down.
It's the right call for the Titans, also a scary one. If they were to lose a fight here, they lose
Ooh,
the map.
that was
That
thick.
was disgusting. The bionic grenade from Twilight,
Hey.
and now it's lights out for the Shock.
This is
They
so
couldn't
awkward.
kill through it at all. Yes,
Oh.
they had immortality,
We're all
but they
thinking.
couldn't get the health back.
Oh my
They're
god,
still
if they
fighting it.
pull
Slime
this
got caught
back.
out a little bit there.
When they pull this
Stuff
back, more
Haxal
like
is
it.
in trouble.
Kill.
Coalescence. He's still standing for now, and Architect has been carved
Semensu
out
has
by
just
Seoul
been
Min Soo. It's time to
doing
get
rinse and
aggressive,
retreat
but
flanks
Haxal
this whole
maybe
time.
bit off a little bit more than he could chew. Immortality field thrown in once more.
Fake
by
it
Moth,
till you
and
make
keeps
it.
Smurf alive. The Shock reposition.
He's about to get a huge Death Blossom, I think. Okay, never mind.
But the
No
kinetic
sleep
grasp
dart, no stun.
blocks the damage.
Besides rock.
With the Titans losing players, they have to back out. They cannot fight that because offense, you'll have that spawner advantage. So
Here it
we're gonna
comes.
get to see a fight on the point.
Nano boost, Seoul Min Soo. It's time to shine. He has to make the play. He has to bail the Titans
Didn't
out.
even press Q.
But he doesn't get any value out of it. It keeps him alive, sure. But he
OBJ
doesn't
got a
get to
catch.
benefit from the damage boost. Rascal's trying to play on the side. He's also low. Janu keeping him honest.
Shakov got through the choke. That's the hardest part.
Architect stunned up briefly as a blizzard on the point. The coalescence, it
Oh,
can't keep
shit,
Architect
man.
alive. Moth also frozen
Choke of a
solid.
fucking lifetime.
Titans, they hold their
This
ground.
Moira pick sucks. Should have been Ana.
53 seconds for the Shock to get this
Whoa!
Seoul Min Soo tries to push up, but we actually have
Oh my
a
god,
blizzard
everyone's
from
pressing
Rascal
Q with a minute
catching on
left.
with this.
Supercharger as well here for the shock as They're kind of going
What?
all in. They're just trying to pick up some kills.
The
Give
shock.
themselves a player advantage.
Is there nerve breaking? They go for the blizzard. No one gets caught in it. Rascal
going
tries
on?
to go 1-to-1 against Hacksaw.
Very
doesn't have
bad
the backup.
ult
Now
selection.
Architect is now
This
down.
hero
He
was
switches to the
worthless.
Doomfist. Matt, the Shock are running out of time.
Yeah, I mean, Moth sitting at 10%. He's going to go over to Mercy.
What
so
the
you go
hell
Laura,
was
Mercy
this
here.
throw,
Architect will
dude?
play the Doomfist.
The
So
mainstream has
chance
no
to
idea
always
who to
connect with
watch,
a quick
so this
kill.
is awesome.
But it's really Choyobin's Gravitic Flux, the
This
only
pick has
ultimate here for the
been
Shock.
worthless.
Got to be in for the Shock. Let's hope they make the right answer. They go in. Dracovian eats up most of that damage with the kinetic grasp, but gets plenty of shield to boot. Solminsu takes a step
Who's
back.
gonna
5
touch?
seconds left in the
Some
round
Architect?
now. Gravitic
Rascal's on
Flux
the point.
knocks him up. Johnny goes. The drop is also there. Twilight falls. Now it's going to be Slime left on the point. Chased on down. Rascal doubles back to get rid of Tizzy. No loose ends, he says. We tie it up.
There was never a doubt.
Wow.
I wasn't nervous at all.
Wow. Wow.
You know, sometimes it looks like it's just meant to be. And after that, I think it's meant to be. They just...
What's the stat? No one ever comes back from 2-0?
I hope it's true. I cannot believe that that's how
Take
that
me
went
back.
down.
This is going to be it for the
Take
Shock.
me
Let's
back
hope
to
they
when
make
no
the
one's
right
ever come back from 3-1. Oklahoma City, Golden State.
Right, that's where it started. Not even the finals.
answer. They go in.
Only
Take
ultimate
me
here
back
for the
there.
Shock.
They
This is
had
gonna be it for the
both
Shock.
support
Let's hope they
alts,
make the right
Nano
answer.
Blossom,
They go in. Dracovian eats up most of
and
that damage with the
didn't
kinetic
even
grasp,
get a
but gets
kill.
Plenty of shield to boot. Solminsu takes a step back. 5 seconds left in the round now. Gravitic
Oh my
Flux
god,
blocks him up.
Choi
Johnny
Rubin got a
goes down.
huge
The
ult.
drop is also there. Twilight falls. Now it's going to be Slime left on the point, but they're going to be chased on down. Rascal doubles back to get rid of Tizzy. No
I
loose
still
ends,
think the
he
Moira
says.
pick was
We
awful.
tie it up.
88, huh?
Chubb with running room. Chubb to the
I see what you meant when you said he's the fastest, not fast guy.
Chubb with running room.
Dude, he's so fast and he looks so slow.
On his way.
Dude, she hits the curve, does a 360, hits the curve again, and then she just keeps going, dude. Oh my god, it's amazing. Meanwhile, the cat does like 7 barrel. Do barrel wall. One of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's in, bro.
Did you see that? Goodness, it's so close.
Did you see? Look at the official. He is right on it. Look at where his eyes are.
Right there. Is
That's
that
number
down?
61, Keith Ferguson, the
He's
back
in.
judge. Look at
Yeah,
that.
but no, he's
All
out.
over
He,
that play.
he's out.
Yeah, but his cleat touches in first.
What, for like a frame?
That's all you need is a frame.
You need to land.
It's just like the other
I have no
one.
idea what the rule is,
So
but
close to
Maybe
he's out of bounds, dude.
he's in bounds, dude.
He's out of bounds, dude.
He's out of bounds, but he's in bounds first.
That was point A before. What you're seeing now.
Well, last
is
time I
point
played
B.
Shock,
So
played this
capture
map,
both
it went
those, he has
6-5
extra
and it was
time.
fucking
Once he
unreal.
completes it, we go again. So
And
I hate
long
this
play
map.
let's see,
through
Will
safely,
Striker
especially
sit in
on
the
that
corner,
lane.
and Will Snatch play Sombra.
Lengthy games.
No on the ladder.
Set the longest winning match record in the
Look at
Overwatch
Smurf.
League at 19 wins. The Shock set the longest unbeaten map win record at 28-0. They're right there. Both of these teams have set records of their own, but now it's time to set them
That's
straight.
the most fun Smurf
The
we'll
Shock
have
on the
this entire
defense, they play
series.
nothing crazy here. It is going to be Doomfist and Reaper
That's sad.
head-to-head.
You know, the Shock, they just probably decide to go on defense first because here on Anubis, we do see some full hold. So if you can get a full hold, set the pace, it's way easier, I think, at least in my opinion.
really did just hit
on
him right in the
Assault
ass
to know
right
where
here.
the goalpost is, so to speak, know where your end zone is, where you have to go. Do you need a map completion? Do you need a point? Very different style of play, knowing that.
The Vancouver Titans need a kill right now.
How did
though.
he
They want to
miss?
Start the fight off at a player
alright.
advantage. Hacksal
God.
will be the one that is searching.
Oh, jeez.
Chokobin gets taken low, and Sinatra also looks a bit bruised right now. Here's the opening. Hacksal goes in, but Violet is the first to fall, and the Titans now
He gonna
have
die
control
first,
of the
Lucio.
high ground. Transitioning to the point.
So much damage early on from the Titans as they're able to get to the point. That'll be
This is gonna be a 6-5
kills
Anubis
for the
game.
Titans. Su on the Reaper cleaning him up. So this should be a point A take for Vancouver relatively instantly.
Matt, that looked quite clean, very calculated.
Have you ever
from the
noticed how like
Titans.
the losing
They just take the
team
high ground position.
will often
They get the Doomfist
Lucio
to
have
jump
more
in and
ult
out.
charge
Hacksal's able to
because like
stay
he got
alive,
more
and they
healing
get the pick on the Moira,
while everyone
the
was dying.
most part of the healing for San Francisco.
Not already dead? No.
And
Okay,
before
good.
that, Haxel actually gets a punch on a Sinatra that knocks him from the bridge to the lower ground.
as Doomfist to get back up. He has to blow through all of his cooldowns, so they didn't have Sinatra in that fight.
Please hit something. Thank you.
Here, but it's Janu this time is the first casualty in this fight. And Twilight, you can see how he turns
I'll never
away.
not
He
see
already knows the
Sinatra on
fight's
this
over.
map and
San
nothing
Francisco will
but
try
him
and chase
going
these kills, and
negative.
Sinatra is as
That was
bloodthirsty
amazing.
as they come.
Homie was like 13 and
Shock will
15.
stabilize here, but the Titans have a very healthy
Dude,
time bank to work.
could you imagine Doomfist in like a battlefield map where everything's just a tight corridor? Just turns the corner, punches. Dead.
Really dominate with the Reaper and the Doom.
Yeah, you can't miss.
Anubis, you can see how the map's kind of designed, right? Just 3 lanes here, all really narrow chokes. The Shock can take a lot of these fights aggressively. They have a defensive
Me and
spawn
Mr. X are on the
advantage
same
now.
wavelength apparently.
See a lot of teams be able to pull off
What's
holds.
that melody?
Trying to start the fight first, the Shock.
Didn't hit a
Gravitic
damn
Flux
soul.
thrown out. That trades for the sound barrier.
That's
The
a
Titans
Wrath
now
melody
no
right
longer
there,
have any
baby.
support ultimates in this fight. Sinatra drops in, comes out with a fist. He is knocked away to win this fight. But Huxal is down. The Titans have lost their Doom Fist and their main initiation.
I wonder why I
But
bailed
Sinatra
there.
is left free to roam in the back.
Ugh, huge moth,
Who opens up
huge.
the account? Sinatra's there though, and late in the fight, there's nothing you want more than a Doom
But
Fist
now they
man
got
just to
Gravitic
pick up
Flux
those
without the
final
beat drop
kills.
counter.
You will trade losing your Reaper like the Shock did for getting the Doomfist on the other side. In this type of setup, your Doomfist is really your initiator, your disruptor. And then the Reaper, you just kind of teleport him in.
Sneak in the
Everybody's
back.
distracted, right? And he sneaks in
If
through the
Violet
back,
doesn't
he's
get
able to
Flux,
clean
he
up some
can kill.
there. They didn't have
coalesce
Striker up.
through it.
You're still in a really good spot.
San
Really
Francisco
upset.
traded their Gravitic Flux for the Titans sound barrier. Looks like it paid off for them in that fight. Much easier for Sinatra to find those kills, and there it is, an early pickoff. He wasn't even that far forward. It was just the Shock push them. Striker now gonna finish
man.
the fight with the Death Blossom.
That's a I want gold Elam's ult
Probably
right
not.
there.
But I think if you're the Shock,
Easy come, easy go, right?
Put it away. And you see they're doing such a great job at focusing Haxall down. He has not been able to go on a rampage on the Doomfist because
I mean, it's a Death Blossom,
probably watched a
so.
lot of the Titans games and they were close. And Haxall is going crazy, winning them these games. I don't want to say single-handedly, but he was coming up clutch. That if you could shut him down today, you had a fantastic chance of winning.
I mean, apparently they don't even need ults because they're just they're literally fighting them at the choke, disrespecting the fuck out of them.
Causing so much distraction.
This is awesome.
Janu gets an
That looks
extra
like a
kill,
ring
but
game
that's
right
all
now.
it's going to be here. Striker thought about chasing them down, but the Titans are
Wow, he missed
a
that.
little bit
Though.
quiet the last couple of minutes.
I never
Keep an
seen
eye on
this
the
up there.
check marks at the top of your screen, though. They are building up some key ultimates, and this next fight will likely see many of them used.
I mean, great time bank at the start of this for the Titans, but you can see here on Anubis how
4th and 8
you can keep it going. Already 2 minutes off the
for
clock.
the game.
Gravitic Flux used. Both teams go for that one. No casualties as a result of them, and both use their coalescences. Sinatra tries to turn around quick 180. He doesn't get the finish on Sol Minsu, but he forces him to back away to his own team. Slime gets another sound barrier, but Mock has 1-2. They've already lost Striker though. San Francisco are going to have to double down on this fight because they're going to lose it if they're not careful. They push out the left
they
side.
killed
Ruben
the biggest
Sinatra
threat.
finds a kill on Haxal. He has to trade his life for it.
That was
though.
really
And
good
only
shots,
Sol
holy shit.
Minsu left to cut down these big tanks. The Shocker on the back foot here.
But you can see they're going to have a close defensive spawn as we have Death Blossom that comes in from Sominsu just trying to zone some players out as
You know,
get Striker to use Wraith Form to go back to the spawn.
Sinatra charges in, almost suicidal, and he is cut down by Twilight and Tizzy combining. 2 ticks now. The Shock need to respond as quickly as they can. Moth trying to get to the point now. The Wrecking Ball drops in at Smurf. He's on the scene and he's attracting a lot of attention.
Get it under a
Striker
minute
was still
somehow.
not able to sneak in. Huxal was alert.
Nah, there's
He
no
managed
way
to get
they're
rid of the
going to.
Doomfist before the fight could really begin. And here comes the coalescence from Violet off towards the side. Haxal's done much of the work already now.
got
It's just the
Sinatra in
finishing
there.
touches. Gravitic Flux gonna get hit on the Titans as well. Haxal in midair, but Janu's found 2. With Violet getting finished off.
They've
They'll
had
get
worse
the job done.
defenses.
The Titans, they find the killer
For
edge.
Anubis.
And they finish the round with 1 minute, 34 seconds.
He ran for it.
They do get a
Oh, he
good
got
position here with some time.
Spoilers!
Great for Vancouver, but they started their
Run,
fight
boy,
with
run.
about 5 minutes on the
Don't
clock.
get Josh Allen.
Able to hold on defense, dwindle it down to about
Please
a
don't
minute
die.
and a half. So
How is that a big shield to hide
Shocker about to
behind?
get full health.
Things get a little bit riskier for San Francisco. They have to double down or get out. They cannot do both.
It's not great
it
for
was a
them.
nice boot from Moth. He actually knocked the Titans down from the high ground. They know that
Oh,
point is
man.
go right up to the top as
Oh,
Sound Barrier comes
man.
in here from San Francisco.
Violet gets dropped down. Can he get away with the fade? He does, but Sinatra's already been removed from the Death Blossom. Sominsu strikes again. And those 3 kills will pacify San Francisco.
So you end up trading for the Shock your Sound Barrier for Supercharger, Death Blossom, Gravitic Flux there towards the end. pretty decent
Mr. X,
trade
good
for
call.
San Francisco. You'll take that
Or
because
+2
you're
on
getting close
alts.
to another Coalescence here. So you could trade out the Coalescence at the beginning of the fight, Coalescence for Coalescence, and then you have Meteor Strike plus Gravitic Flux to work with.
Smurf took a big hit there from Haxal as they approached. Coalescence has come
Sinatra
out again. Sinatra again
is
is the
just
first casualty.
dead.
The Titans look
Yeah,
like
he
they've
hasn't
got him
been
figured
alive a
out.
lot.
Get rid of the Doomfist first, the rest will follow.
Striker
Haxal is
just
thrown up into the air, and it's a
literally
train of
death loss
kills
and
out
nothing.
by the Sigmas, but Tizzy is gone. The Titans don't have the main tank anymore, but they still seem happy enough to fight. Solminsu gets rid of Choi Kobin, but Smurf set up on the point. The shock is starting to capture. Meteor Strike doesn't get Smurf. He's behind the shield, but the damage
Come on,
is done.
Sinatra, come on.
Sinatra, what does he do here? Combines with
Haxal,
Mol, they are
die!
outnumbered. Haxal was very
Oh.
low. Janu catches Sinatra as he tries to get away, and there's
He
just
refuses.
1 minute left now for San Francisco.
And the Shock wanted that fight bad. They knew they had all 4 members of the Titans weak. They are not able to capitalize
Sinatra
on
doesn't
it,
like
though.
this map,
Triobin
rumor has it.
switched over to the Wrecking Ball just to
This
try
map's
and get
trash.
back, fight it, not able to make an impact.
You
though.
can
So
tell
he's
that
gonna
this
go
was one of the
back to
first ones that
Sigma.
they ever made.
It's really
they're
just
reviewing
going to
this.
have support ultimates for the Shock in what could be the final fight.
No, I mean, starting off with Coalescence definitely won't hurt them. The Titans don't seem all that close to their sound barrier. We'll see what Slime can do in the next few moments. Janu gonna have to retrieve his shield in just a moment. Another Gravitic Flux might be a good way to start the fight, though. Here's the sound barrier. The drop comes in, but the Shock are unperturbed. Both support
Kill
ultimates
Twilight,
were
kill.
used there, though. Another Shock don't have anything left to work with, but it may not matter. Sinatra's gone down, but the Titans are in deep trouble.
Alright, they don't lose overtime fights. I think we know that by now.
Slime has to head for the hills. He'll hold on to that sound barrier because the Titans, they're going to need it for point B.
And that's the difference.
This is Overwatch
the
syndrome.
sound barrier
101
available
right
for the Shock. The Titans back out. We are in overtime, but it will be the Shock taking point A. Not a ton of time to make it
Like
happen.
easily
Only
full
3
holding on
minutes. The
Anubis
Titans
the
had
whole
much more
time, and
time to work with, so they
And
can
then
do
now
some
you're here.
trial and error. The Shock are in a position now with this fight on the next one has
Stafford
to be
have a
gainful,
chance
has
here?
to give them the map completion.
I don't know,
They
but their
have key
kicker I think
ultimates
can
to work
kick
with right
70-yard
now.
field
They might
goals.
try and
So.
force the Titans to use some of their own, but really this fight, they're just going to have to go in and get it done.
They're
the
gonna
old
beat drop
way.
5v6
The
because
Haxal's
they're
down
nervous.
first. He will score
Choi.
first, so he'll be back in the fight in just a moment. But with Tizzy
Tizzy
down,
gets
things
blown
start to get a
up
little bit more
and uses
nerve-wracking
ult.
for the Titans, Matt.
And Tizzy died while he
God,
was
Vancouver's got to be
Supercharger down,
so
you don't get
frustrated
used to
right
it here
now.
for the Titans.
Accretion connects
Holy
with
cow.
Twilight. He gets absolutely rocked, and
They have to
Haxal's
get,
down.
like-
Choi Kobin's found 2 with a shock. They come out of nowhere. They bring
They have
no
to get at
ultimates
least
into
to,
this
like,
fight,
the
and yet it
40.
still seems to be enough to get the job done against the
Stafford to
Titans
get
of all
They
teams. That is
almost full hold
ridiculous.
and then just lose a fight with beat drop 5v6. I feel like everyone in this stadium has experienced what just happened in the Titans. It's the most Overwatch thing I've ever seen.
Overwatch in their life.
You think back to the stage 1 finals, you know, they said it'd be great time on Rialto, and they're all happy on the stage, right? And the Titans,
Every
they
star
ran it
too.
back on
Bronze to
this
freaking
time. It's
top
almost like the
500
sides
to
have
pro
flipped,
play.
right? As
Pro play.
the Titans now, they said a good time. They knew they had them where they
We're rolling.
wanted
Oh,
to
we
be.
just lost 2
The
fights
Shock
and
come in
now
and
they have the
run
better
through
time
the
bank,
match.
even though we almost
What's
full
most
held.
astonishing about this is that we saw the ult numbers up the top of the screen. San Francisco had to use most of their ultimates. In fact, they layered both support ultimates in the previous fight just to get point A. So they approached point B saying,
You're right,
hey
that
guys,
kicker kicked
let's
it
just
very
see
kick.
what we can get. Well, what they came up with
Just
was the
watch his-
jackpot, a map completion,
his kickoff.
time bank lead, and now they get to go to the next half extra innings starting on defense.
Yeah, it
And the
doesn't matter.
timing that has
4
to happen
points.
for Tizzy to
Yeah, they have to
drop
get it to-
die
I don't
during
think he
the
can make
animation
the
of
end zone.
dropping the
It's just a
supercharger on the
40.
Orisa
they got
is like a
rolled.
split-second thing that happens. And Supercharger is one of the most game-changing ultimates. Gives everybody the
And they
damage
still
boost
come out with a
around.
better
So to
time.
not have that there for the Titans on the defensive end when you have that spawn advantage is a huge loss.
A persistent
Huge
environmental effect
in
that
this
boosts
fight.
the damage output of your entire team. Sign me up. Well, the Titans
Oh,
would
they
like
have
it
time
to. A minute 34. So just over 90 seconds is what they have to attack with, but they don't change up their composition. Sinatra
How do
is
you allow
on the
him to
May
do
though,
that?
Matt. Why?
Which is really interesting.
Your
because
defense
he does
is
not
ass.
Really play May. Like Rascal is the May player for this team. Trying
Dude,
to catch
last
him
time they
off
played
guard,
this
they
map,
do,
I
wall
said
him off
when
in
they
the
wall them
jump.
off, how come they don't go
man,
down
you
there?
thought
And
you
then what
did it.
happens? They do it.
I'll tell you
And
what.
Violet gets fucking squished.
San Francisco.
He'll get
in the
back
off-season,
fast.
There'll be a security service. Look at this, and that stagger. That is disgusting. Solminsu couldn't get himself
Did they
out
watch
of
my
that
video?
one.
Maybe they
And that
watched my
30
video.
seconds.
Even though I just uploaded it yesterday.
you play the Mei on defense, it's a little
Well,
bit
they
safer
got
than the
plenty of
Doomfist.
time,
The
I mean.
Doomfist, you're going to have to go fishing with those rocket
have
punches,
plenty of
seismic
time,
slams
he
trying to
says.
go in.
Just
Mei,
in
you
the
can
hotel
play
room, you
distance.
know?
You
Now
wall
it's
them
really
off, and then
big
you
for
go
the
down there and kill
group
them.
together.
It's
Not
like
get split off by
what?
the Mei walls.
A blizzard
Very
for Sinatra
difficult
for the next
concept.
fight, that would be perfect. The Titans, though, they've got something to work with. The
like
Coalescence
Hanamura.
here. Violet doesn't have his yet. And
Was
Smurf's
Mike,
got
I
a little
think
bit of
it's
trouble
good.
around the corner. They're trying to keep him healed up. Here's the Shock's Coalescence.
You know what, as long as
But
I
the
have your
Titans are on the
approval.
point. They're set up.
go.
It's up to the Shock now to get rid of them. Haxel tries to charge on in. That is a
It's the first
huge
time I've ever
uppercut with
seen
3
Sinatra play
players.
Mei.
But it's going to take a little bit more than that. Trickoben's slightly out of position. He's
Really
knocked up
fast
against the
one.
wall by Haxel, and Solminsu almost has the Death Blossom, and he brings it down.
Oof.
The Titans get what they came for, and they're still in this.
Oh man.
So they get the point A take. 40 seconds to make something happen on point B here. You could use Meteor Strike.
I don't want a tick. I don't
Haxel's
want 2
ultimate
ticks.
in
Want
combination
0%.
with a halt. Maybe
Come on, shot.
Gravitic Flux, put them all in the sky, then land that Meteor Strike. But you see the
They
Mei wall
rush
again
5.
coming up clutch.
And a blizzard
It's gonna
to follow
make
up here.
it.
Haxel was lucky that he careened over the top of it, but he needs to enter the dome to get damage done.
Incomplete.
Johnny's frozen
Game
soul, but
over.
Solvinsu's already been removed from the pack. Haxel with a Meteor Strike, but Smurf definitely gets on the other side of his barrier. He avoids the radiating damage, but he's still removed by Tizzy.
Please
Trickoven
no
trying
tick.
to hold down the 40, gets rid of Haxel. That's a lot of the damage with the Vancouver Titans taking off the plate. Tizzy is brought down. Coalescence
no
over the
tick.
fight for Violet, and that's all the healing you're gonna need. San Francisco now
I'm not
able to
feeling
set
too
their
confident,
Phoenix
though,
Dust
because
Twilight
we
Left,
saw
and
how
he is
bad
in
their offense
dire
was.
straits. San Francisco shut the door on the Titans on point B to establish a potential win condition.
And 2 minutes is not a lot of time for the shot. You know, you're really looking at like 3 fights here at best, depending on how they go.
And the Sock had like multiple false starts on their attack trying to get to point A, Matt. They lost Sinatra multiple times.
Mitch
Violence
Trubisky got
almost
hurt.
at a coalescence
This
here.
has to be perfect for the Shock. They need to get an early kill. Here's the Coalescence. He is doubly as fast
Well,
as
there's
Twilight.
the draw.
Coalescence and Striker.
Backup.
More of
Gets
his
in there
numbers
and
need to be
gets Reaper
tweaked.
does strike it twice.
She doesn't
Johnny
make any
puts it
sense.
down. Slime gets bowled over in the San Francisco
He just
Shock.
got ult in like 20
He puts
seconds.
on a point
Yeah,
A
that
on the
was
first
so
attack.
fast.
And Violet, a speed demon when it comes to Ultimate Generation.
And they farmed that coalescence off of the damage that Janu is putting down. Janu on Sigma for the Titans, throwing all of his primary fires into the choke. They do an
Yeah,
AoE
Janu, the
splash.
Junkrat
Off,
of
sits on
Joyvian,
speed. They
or
don't
the
go
Jake.
anywhere, allow Violet to
Jake
farm
would just
all of
feed
that ultimate charge with
support
William
alt
Moira.
charge, and it would
Still
like
a tough
backfire a
one,
lot,
Meteor Shock.
just like that.
The Titans have the Coalescence coming up soon. They
That
should
excellent
be able
Junkrat
to
play.
Shut the Shock down. Sinatra trying to go in, gets in the back line. Seismic Slam does connect, but where are the kills? Twilight, Coalescence is out. Johnny's like, Tizzy's down! They get rid of the main tank here, but Sinatra loses his life
Cardinals
in the
already
process.
got 10 dropped on them
Is this enough for
before
the
the
Shock to be
fucking
going on
morning
with?
games end.
No, the Titans set their feet. This is our house for now.
Okay, here we go, baby.
And the Titans
He lapped
See
his
that
teammates
golden
in alt
checkpoint
charge.
at the top of the screen. That is only where the Shock need to get in terms of point B take
33%.
to put themselves on match point. As now they're going to come in the Shock. Look at this, Mitch. They're going to have basically everything in this fight. You're going to be able to stall it out long enough with both support ults
Yeah.
to get all of your ultimates here. Big ultimate advantage for the Shock early on.
Should see at least 11 ultimate
It's gonna be
abilities,
a hard
maybe even
ult.
12. Sinatra goes in
Everyone's
early,
gonna
look
get their
at the
ults during
disruption
this
in the
fight.
back line. Meteor
Huge
Strike,
combo.
gets rid of the supercharger and Slime is
Huge.
down. The Lucio is missing. Violet gets himself another one, and Sinatra's far from done. They get rid of Twilight in the offside room, and the San Francisco Shock. Match point, baby. Death Blossom, Solmin Su comes in with a Wraith Walk just to stall it out. He goes down. The Wrecking Ball now going to try
Supercharger
and
was
drop
their
in
only
and
chance
Slime
to turn it around.
desperately. It's not enough.
One more. Just sweep everyone.
Match point has been
Let's
reached
play
for
until
San
Vancouver can win a map. How about that?
So are you surprised by the score at all?
Not at all. Easy 4-0, just like the MVP said.
Amo, we've been having so much fun
I
this
like
weekend
that.
with so
Space used to be like rank 1 in ranked and like
Yeah, he
the
was
best,
kinda like-
if the best American, if not tank in the world. And then Eva got nerfed and Goats went away. And, yeah.
Bring it back.
And then Valiant started out 0-7.
Every map in this series, and it hasn't mattered.
Yeah, Space was.
Shock have been able
He's
to
insane.
roll through them.
On their side, participates. And a Bastion too.
And that is in the playoffs. So on Escort, unlike Hybrid, you do not have to unlock the payload. You start with the payload
What?
in your possession. As the Sominsu opens it up.
Rascal just got
with a
3
kill
tapped by
onto
Anna, and then
Rascal.
Summon Su just
Also,
shot
the
him right in the
Immortality
face and
build
killed him. He just never even cubed or anything.
This will be a fight win for Vancouver.
That was sick.
That's an advantage here, knowing that they want to get that Bastion set up on the cart. They can just contest the cart around the corner, so it will not move forward. Get this
Oh my
Bastion open
god.
space.
Go straight on in there. Mott's in trouble. Immortality Field is throwing down, and that gives the Shock enough time to respond.
Can
to
we kill
Sominsu's
him?
presence.
Oh
He
my
is
god,
away now, and
May's
he's right
broken.
back behind his front line, but he's
Nothing's
frozen
dying.
solid. Architect already cut through Janu. Sominsu now needs to go again. Nano boost, it's go time for the Reaper. But Mott just jumps out the way. Exo boot saved the Batiste, but not
Holy shit, he has
Smurf.
ult?
Death Blossom for Sominsu, but he gets frozen solid midway through it. Rascal had his number. Axel drops in and he gets the Immortality Field, but he needs more than that. Violet fades away to stay safe from the Doomfist.
That was one of the coolest and most insane team fights I've ever seen.
They clean up Twilight, now they'll get the cart rolling.
Still don't
So
know what's going on.
this is where
Right?
it's difficult for the Titans. Getting this Bastion off of the
That
payload.
doesn't help that they're just
with
always
two
free
shields. So
camming.
Sigma and Orisa, both shield tanks, able to defend every angle that you could attack this Bastion with long-range fire. So you're going to see them try and play that close-up game. They're going to have Hacksaw go over to May.
The silver lining is that the Titans forced the Shock to use some of those ultimates right outside their own spawn. They're making them pay dearly for every inch of progress, but Tizzy walks straight into that one. There was an amplification matrix, and Architect made short work of the main tank. Slime and Twilight fare no better than Sominsu. Well, he couldn't even run away from that one. He was
Tizzy just
frozen
got
still.
deleted.
And you know, it's just it's not a good Maywall that comes
Dude,
in
the
from
window
Hacksaw.
fucking
He's
tank
trying to
hurts,
knock the
bro.
Bastion up in the sky. One, the Maywall comes so early as some players spawning up forward here for the Titans.
It's like a war
The Maywall
machine and
comes
nobody's
so
got Flak
early,
Jacket.
And it's not even, it doesn't even
Just
get him.
okay,
so they know
one
the
tap,
Maywall's on cooldown.
one
What
tap.
happens as soon as that Maywall comes
Who wants this one?
Matrix from Moth, the Bastion puts down more damage. They take out Tizzy. Nothing Vancouver
How
can
many
do.
views you get with that six?
I got all six.
War machine.
That's what you mentioned that before. You know,
Each one got one kill too. None of them were like a double kill. It's like the coolest thing I've ever done.
The high ground here, but you see Rascal gets aggressive. He has a Maywall. This forces
May
the
ult.
Titans to the low
Absolutely.
ground. What can they do from here to access this Bastion? The Bastion not going to have to move.
They open with the Blizzard. Janu again is frozen. Rascal
Tizzy,
just waits for the
I've
wall to
seen
drop
better
down, but the Shock
superchargers.
haven't really had to use too much in the way of big ultimates here. That Blizzard pretty much sealed the fight for them there and then.
The other day I put the shield down
We
and I
have seen the
supercharged
Titans
it in front
struggle
of it. It was
against
pretty
Bastion
awesome.
throughout the playoffs. Especially like
Works like a charm.
The other day I supercharged it and then Reinhardt threw Fire Strike and it went away. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll put it behind a wall next time.
And you can see they have not adjusted well to try and break it, even with some time off.
The Titans have to
True
use Haxel
counter,
on May
dude.
now. There's no other option, and he has to make the same impact on that hero. It's not quite the same thing. Blizzard, Gravitic Flux, everything you could ask for. The
Man,
Shock
this
are
is a
delivering in
massacre.
spades, and those hyperspheres are bouncing. And so are
just
the
don't know what
Titans'
to do with it.
craniums.
That back-to-back team kill horns.
That'll be the second checkpoint here on Gibraltar. So just one more checkpoint here from B to C to get a
Now
map
do they get rolled
completion
again,
for the
though?
Shock.
They have so much time.
This is usually where it
Gibraltar is
slows
a
down.
long map, Matt.
And this corner is going to be huge. This first corner, they're going to try and go up to the high ground here, the Shock. The Titans, they need to fight this. If you get around this corner, it's going to be very difficult to hold on defense here for the Titans.
Architects playing right in the corner, making sure his teammates can see him, provide him shielding, and give the healing. Sominsu trying to push up to the payload, but Rascal was there to meet them. He's sitting there like a safety mat, just trying to make sure no one can
Good job,
get to
Rascal.
the payload itself. Axel was taken down early, but
Oh,
Janu
no,
and
not good
Sominsu
job,
were able to
Rascal.
find the real damage dealers, and a Death Blossom pays off here for Sominsu. The Titans, they make a
Not
gambit,
good job.
but it succeeds.
Yeah, and Rascal ends up using a Blizzard towards the end of that. You don't really get anything
Oh,
with
he
it. Maybe
ulted there.
thinking you can get
That's,
the Titans to invest a little bit more. Maybe
He froze
using a
Haxel
Gravitic-
right before
Gravitic Flux.
he got
Case of, like,
was
an
going to get
emergency
frozen by
scenario,
Blizzard,
but
and then
here this next fight,
it did
Mitch,
not matter.
You're going to have the tank configuration mode for Architect. Bastion turns into a tank, puts down even more damage. Amp Matrix available, and potentially a Supercharger.
Johnny's trying to start the fight up there with a Gravitic Flux. Look, they can't benefit from the Amplification Matrix until they're dropped down. Mob's Immortality Field did keep them alive when they hit the ground, but it's no more the fight. Architect gets no value out of his tank
That's
mode.
a lot
As
of
much
Q
as he talked
and
about,
a
there
lot
was
of
wall
no
in his
kills.
way. Tizzy's on the right-hand side, and he doesn't want to peek out, but this payload
This
will
is the
eventually
fifth
leave the
ult
Titans
they've used this
behind.
fight.
Sominsu.
Or is it fourth?
He's down. The Reaper for the Vancouver Titans is missing, and Haxel wasn't far behind him. Who's going to do the damage now without those two in play? And the answer is nobody.
And here's where it gets bad for the Titans.
There's
Now this
nothing
Bastion
that-
can put down so much
Okay,
damage
no,
and
it's
range
not
from
even
the
with
high ground,
supercharger?
and you
That's
can't
nuts.
fight it because you need to contest the court as it going towards the end of the map.
Rascal can put a wall here.
Why isn't he
Stop
walling?
Vancouver from pushing
Man,
out their
he waited a
swarm.
long time.
A couple players sneak
It
through with
worked out.
Jano and Hacksaw, but they meet the same fate they've met all map long. Rascal puts them on ice. Slime is down. Rascal put to sleep, but Twilight can't even get out to the payload to touch it. Solminsu's going to make a difference, but it's Blizzard. It's a winter wonderland.
If
And
they
the
lose
Shock
Gibraltar
are
with
happier
2
than
minutes
ever.
in the time bank, then I don't know anymore.
They can't give it away so easy. Janu's trying to play up the stairs
It
on the
is kind
right-hand
of
side
depressing.
here. He
Like
can look
Sigma
after
and the
himself, so this
Bastion
is
just
not
seeing
overly
the show
risky.
go from 1500
If he
to
can
0.
put some pressure on Shrikoben and maybe allow his team, but look, the
No
Titans
time.
again have left Twilight on his own. They trust him to go in the 1v1, but Rascal doesn't get hit by the Bardic Grenade this time, and he punishes the Ana.
And I don't think you're going to be able to just rely on Twilight to take him out. And the issue is you don't want to switch off any of the other heroes you're running. It's a really difficult predicament that the Titans are in, because now that this payload's moved around the corner, they need to really fight this high ground. There's no great angle for it, though.
Why do the Titans want to play anything but Ana here, Matt? It seems like that's all they want to do on these attacking rounds.
I know they've been connecting with a lot of sleep darts when they have been playing the Ana, so the sleep dart really good. You know, put somebody to permanently sleep. That'll be a barrage from Rascal, who connects with
Oh, he got Johnny tried to protect his team. He sent out the experimental
got,
barrier,
like,
but the
brained by
barrage is just
Rocket,
way
dude.
too much damage, and Rascal was inside an immortality field, man.
And on a hybrid style
they
map
say
like
about
Eichenwald,
Justice.
which we saw
That
earlier
was
in the
really good
series,
positioning by
you can
Rascal.
play this if you're the Titans, because the
Range
Shock
from above.
have to come and fight on the point, right? There is a point, there's a neutral objective on the map. So on the Escort, it changes the game completely, though, because the objective is constantly
They have
moving. So
4
now it puts
DPS
the
players
Bastion
that
in a
they
better
can just
setup
focus on
in some
one
of the certain
hero,
situations
1 or
on
2
the map.
heroes,
What do
and
Vancouver
just
do?
swap them,
They
interchange them.
Solminsu, they coalescence. Is
Try
that
and
it?
get him into the back line. That's probably the best chance you got.
Twilight had to use a biotic grenade there defensively. So much damage coming in from Rascal, but he's playing a dangerous game. They keep him
One of
alive.
them also plays really
Here
good
comes the
at back
coalescence. Slime's just going to use it right now defensively. They need the healing. Amplification Matrix, though, makes Architect a killing machine. Well, I mean, he already is a killing machine, but even more so than he was before. And look at him, he can just rotate. He can make sure wherever he's standing, he can see Vancouver players. But Solminsu tries to accost him and can't finish the job.
I mean, he just comes in too late. And with the composition the Titans are running, the Shock know, if we just deal with Solminsu, nobody else is accessing the high
Even
ground.
Vancouver's gonna get
All we
swept.
have to do is deal with Solminsu. As soon as he comes in,
Shoutouts to the Rain.
Immortality Field, he has to
They can hold this on them forever.
This could be the last
Yeah, but we
90
beat you
seconds
guys.
of Vancouver's season. I mean, these two teams have been head-to-head.
I kind of want to go back and watch that. What the hell went wrong?
To fall here for the Titans, it's a long way from their expectations. The
Baby
Shock
Bay
look
was
dominant,
out
but the Titans have gotta
reapering
break through. They
fucking
need the
striker.
time
Baby
extension,
Bay,
Matt.
really?
And to fall in this fashion, 4-0 in the finals.
7 a.m.
Real long
Bucking.
offseason for Vancouver.
Sinatra was
man.
playing really bad.
Rascal will play from the high ground here. Another barrage is available, and look at the pressure he's
Smurf
putting
looks
on
dead.
Haxal. Knocking him out of it, and there it is, Tizzy blown up. Sleep Dart comes in.
Why are we all
before
pressing
they
Q?
get the main tank. Rascal's able to take to the sky once
Oh,
more.
there's a lot of
Staying
Q.
safe. Architect sits in
Just
the
1
back
minute
and
left,
tank
you
mode,
gotta
and the
press
Titans
Q.
have to split.
They have to back out.
That's
Supercharger
not good,
comes
Shock.
down as well, add
Johnny's
extra
out of
damage
position.
as well.
Johnny doesn't want to be here, but a great Sleep Dart from
Oh, jeez.
Twilight might have
This is
saved
scrappy.
his team. Johnny was able to stay alive. Architect can't
Oh,
finish him. It is a
man.
Gravitic Flux. Architect got out of
Heal,
it.
Architect.
It's a 1v1 Gravitic Flux. Architect tries to get away while healing, but
Throw.
Solminsu chases him down. It was Johnny that actually got him. Final of the high ground, and in the last few moments, the Titans were able to win the fight. Smurf will stall for as long as he can.
I agree
fought.
completely.
Vancouver
Did you
looked
just
good
watch
for
that
his first
fight?
checkpoint,
Because
Matt.
that's how I feel.
I don't think
Yeah,
the Shock
I
can
saw it.
fight it. I think they have to give it up with the way
Yeah,
you
it's
see
pretty
players
bad.
coming out of the spawn. They're
Awful.
going to back out. Rascal makes
It wasn't
a
awful.
overdue. The May, that also
Or the
has
playmakers.
Moth switch over to
They
the
make some
Ana,
plays.
which this is really where you see how Moth shines, right? Usually,
Oh,
you
jeez.
can play
Here
the
we go.
Baptiste, you play
Jesus
Lucio,
Christ.
Mercy, Ana,
See,
like, you can play every support in the book.
you could say that about any competitive thing ever.
Oh, that's the...
This is the, we all died one at a
The
time
Vancouver Titans
while
clear
holding
the
S.
first hurdle in this last
So I'm
map.
not wrong.
They get that first checkpoint, and they
weren't
snowball
right
and punish some bad
either.
spawns from the Shock. So now they're actually building up a little bit of a head of steam. Can they finish the job and get to the last phase of the map? Point B is coming up.
They almost get full
do
hold. They're
waste a ton
beating
of
their
time,
time.
though.
Like,
They
here we
only
go.
finish it with 20 seconds
No, no,
left,
no,
so
no,
their
no, no, no,
time
no,
extension
no,
does
no,
not
no,
have
no,
a
no.
huge amount of time. They
There's
have
3
to win
people on
this
the
next
payload
fight.
the whole time.
If they win this fight, they're gonna get back up on the
Sentinel
ship,
for
and then
Architect
the
here,
map's
making
over.
sure that the shield is
They have to win a
redeployed when
fight
the wall
first.
disappears, so his Bastion stays protected. Gravitic Flux is online for Troy Coburn, and he's looking for the source of the damage he
Rascal's
was
dead?
taking. It was a biotic orb
jeez.
from Slime, thrown at long range, but behind him he heard him. Sol Min-soo trying to sneak in, but they kept him out of the cookie jar for now.
For now, they know he's lower and behind them. It's a halt that comes in from
Good job, Choi.
That'll be Choyobin eating
He's not
Hacksaw
looking for
Blizzard.
the source of the
Sol
damage.
Min-soo's
He's looking
able to
for
get in. They
Reaper.
get
I
rid
hate
of
these
Choyobin and knock. A
commentators.
lot of healing gone, but the Bastion still lives. But he's sleeping. Architect,
Doing the
not a
best he
time
can, man.
to catch some Z's at all. Cucumber slices on his eyes and all, and Sol Min-soo will punish. Another
You know that whole time,
This'll be
Mike, you know what we're
checkpoint
watching?
B for the Vancouver
What?
Titans.
Third person of
Players
the cart.
jumping off the side for the
Ugh.
shock. They do not want that forward spawn.
Do you think that was a good idea of what happened there?
Twilight kill feed?
Titans are starting to roll now.
This is not good.
23 seconds on the clock. The Titans are unlikely to finish the map with more time than San Francisco, but they just need to finish.
Can we trade it out of that?
That's all.
Yeah, Violet probably just dicked
Sol
on him.
Min-soo
The
is
fact that
close
he
to
killed him.
There's not going to be much action for him for the time being. The Shocker playing for what looks like a final.
Oh.
The final
Oh, that sucks.
point here.
That would have been
It's
the
gonna be
coolest
very
thing I've ever seen.
difficult with that Bastion being able to lay fire in the open field. That'll be a
Oh,
gravitic
jeez.
flux here early.
Johnny Frozen.
Janu.
He's too far forward. He can't eat up the freeze, and Rascal's going to finish him off. Mob throughout the immortality field there, but it did what it needed it to. Sol Min-soo again tried to go in.
Oh, he can't beat the time,
This
so
one
that's nice.
doesn't look too bad at all. Architect is frozen, but they're shielding
So
him.
much
Johnny
Q.
was
He's
throwing.
trapped safe in the back line. Yes, he doesn't get as much ultimate time, but
I
it
just
doesn't
watched
matter.
Violet
He's gonna come
sleep
back, and the rest of his
Hacksaw
team has
while
stood tall
Architect was
in his
frozen in
absence.
alt mode.
And
That was
Vancouver are
awesome.
now down to 1 minute and 30
Did you guys
seconds.
see
Violet,
Hacksaw, and Architect?
Potentially their
Yeah.
last.
And we knew how important
Did
that
you
fight
guys
was.
see what they tried to do with the
Vancouver as
Maywall
well.
at the start of that
They
fight?
dumped most of their ultimates into it.
Tried to get up
They
on
know
the-
They have to get around this corner. They have to get the Bastion out. They're not able to win
little
it. Now
tower.
look at all the ultimates the Shock has to work with.
Oh, they're doing it again.
Janu looking for something. He stayed ahead of the rest of his team. A
Oh,
play that
they
could have
got
been
it.
considered risky by some.
How do you
that's
kill him up
just-
here? Oh,
that's filthy.
no.
High ground set up here for the shot, but they've
That's so
lost
fast.
Mock already, so no immortality field.
Oh,
Sol
no.
Min-soo's hit with an accretion of
Just
force
shoot,
away, goes back to
Architect.
his team, but Architect is in position.
You're
He's
dead.
ready
Oh
to
my God.
rumble, and Sol Min-soo
Simon Sue just died in
decimated
one
as he's
bullet.
held aloft with the gravitic flux.
He is
Inside
unkillable
of
up
1
here.
minute
He's
left,
actually
Vancouver have to
unkillable.
quickly get out of dodge and reset. They may only have one more chance at glory, one more chance.
Main-
at getting at
Maywall
least a
needs to
map
be
in this
removed.
series.
Why
That's why
haven't
you see
they
Architect playing in this background?
done the mirror match?
When the Maywall came in,
That's
he was able to use it to
what I'm
kinda get
wondering.
up here, and now you're able to put Moth back there as well. Immortality field up there. You're going to have an Amp Matrix here. Could be the game winner.
Johnny here with a biotic grenade and forced to think twice.
Twilight's
This
gonna
is
have
it.
to sleep
The
him,
Vancouver
and
Titans must finish
that's
this match to
Boston.
stay in the series. The Shock.
Without the
It's
immortality
3
field
already.
being
They're
there,
looking
I
for
don't
their
know what
last
Vancouver can do.
to shut out the Vancouver Titans. Such a
lost so
hyped
much
up team coming from across the ocean.
Oh my God, Tizzy.
Tizzy is down already
Got
though. They
deleted.
lost their main tank. And
This is so
Architect
sick.
bringing the thunder from the back. It's a rain of bullets, and the Titans can't
Kill
do anything
him.
about it. Only a few seconds left. Sol Min-soo is removed from the face of the map, and Architect is tired to get his hands dirty.
Dude.
Hacksaw throws a blizzard
It
down,
looks
but
like
it's
they're
not
cheesing the
enough.
Titans like in
Twilight,
like a
the
PvE
last
game
hope
or
for the
something that has
Titans.
PvP.
He is felled. Tizzy now gets
And
to
like
the point, but
the
Slime
Titans
is
are
already
just
removed
AI
from the fight. The
trying
wrecking
to
ball
push
is
the
down
cart.
to Janu. He can't touch. He is walled off. The door is shut in their face.
Or oh, dude.
40.